Good evening. My name is Samara Starling, and I am the owner and operator of Limitless Wrestling, based in Seattle, Washington. When I founded this company last year, I never did so with the intention of making it some hugely successful venture. I did it because I've always loved professional wrestling, and after developing an app that provided me with the monetary means to do so, I became able to create my own little slice of the wrestling world that I could point to and call my own. Something entirely unexpected happened, however. Limitless Wrestling was a success. Frankly, a far bigger success than I could have possibly imagined. A lot of that is owed to the timing of the closure of the Blazing Wing Wrestling Federation late last year. Some of the biggest names in wrestling suddenly found themselves in need of work, and I was more than happy to provide these artists with the canvas they needed in order to create masterpieces. When David Slayton reached out to me a few months ago and offered to sell us the remaining assets from BWF, doing so was a no-brainer. We suddenly had access to 20 years of history, spanning legendary events all over the world. We found ourselves with a second world championship, and the BWF assets we have used thus far, things like the Hell in a Cell structure and the Gauntlet Run match, have been very well received by the greater pro wrestling fandom. So, with that in mind, I believe we have reached a point where the next step we take is an obvious one. On the May 3rd edition of Adrenaline, this company will officially enter a new era as we split into two separate, distinct rosters. Adrenaline, operated by myself, representing Limitless Wrestling, and the other, Shockwave, run by our Director of Operations, David Slayton, representing the Blazing Wing Wrestling Federation. Both Mr. Slayton and myself will participate in a draft during the May 3rd event, with both rosters being fully decided before the end of the night. Here is what you all need to know before that happens. First, the champions of each program will not be drafted. As expected, the Limitless titles will remain a part of the Adrenaline brand, while the Blazing Wing titles will become a part of the Shockwave brand. This means that we can already reveal that Talia Arano, Kayla Taylor, Nadia Marcos, Jolie and Kiana McKinney will be joining the Adrenaline roster, while Melody Slayton and Alexis Lemon will be joining the Shockwave brand. A new secondary singles championship and new tag team championships will be created for the Shockwave brand in the coming weeks. Mr. Slayton will no doubt have more on that himself very soon. Second, LW Evolution was a fantastic addition to our weekly lineup, but will be replaced for the sake of redundancy. Wednesday nights will still see a double feature, as both Shockwave and Adrenaline will air on the same night, still both emanating from our YouTube channel. Every month, both brands will come together for a premium live event as before, the first of which will be the previously announced Retribution, airing May 24th. If you have any questions, please reach out to me via the official Limitless Wrestling Company Twitter account. I will be more than happy to address any concerns you may have regarding the upcoming brand split. Thank you all for your support thus far with Limitless Wrestling. It means so very much to me, and I hope we continue to entertain you all going forward. And of course, we'll see you Wednesday night for a very special edition of Adrenaline.